Hi, so this video is about Toddler Milestone 4. Toddler Milestone 4 is called Memory Expansion, and I want to show you it in my book, the summary of it. You can find the summary on my website, theobservantmom.com. Toddler Milestone 4 starts at 22 months, 3 weeks. It's at its most intense at 23 months and ends at 23 months, 3 weeks, sorry. And the irritable period has a child who at first is just clingy, but then becomes defiant, cries, skips naps, only wants their primary caregiver. If you're going through that right now, hang in there, mom and dad. I know that you're in the throes of toddlerhood and this stuff is difficult to deal with, but the purpose of this video series is to see these times, these age-related times where children fall apart as times of internal growth. And on the other side is going to be a new ability that you can help, if you understand what the new ability is, you can use it to help foster their development. And so I'm using this video series to show how you can foster their reading ability. So Toddler Milestone 4 is memory expansion. And so for this video, I'm going to be talking about an activity where you can teach them the letter names and the letter sounds. That's a lot of information. There's 26 letters. Understanding their names and their sounds is 52 things in and of itself, let alone capital and lowercase. But at this memory expansion, that they develop the ability to do that. So in the last video, I talked about Toddler Milestone 3 and learning letters. And I believe that the lesson that they do in that one is necessary before doing the one that I'm going to recommend in this one. And in this one, I'm going to recommend an app. But I think before you use an app with a child, they need to have held a letter. They need to understand the idea of letters, that they represent something. And so before you do this one, please make sure that they've mastered the idea of letters. They don't need to know all letters. That's the purpose of this activity, but that they understand the idea. If you just hand the app to the child, I don't think it will go well. So please review that activity before doing this one. So in this one, I do recommend an app. I'm going to tell you what the app does so that you know and so that you can research it in case it's not available at the time that you're watching this. And I'm also going to show you what the app does in case you just don't want to use any screens. You can do this on your own without the app. It's just a lot more work. So the app I recommend is called Phonics Island. And we used it on our iPad. But what I really like about it is this one activity they have in it where they present the child these balloons, and each balloon has a letter in it. And this is an M, and this is an S. Kind of looks like a Z, sorry. And this is a T. And so there's several activities in this app, but one of the activities is they say, pop the balloon that sounds like and they just keep saying that over and over, and the child just pops the right one. And I think you'll find that children purposely like to pop the right one last, so they have the joy of popping the other balloons before they get the right one. So you can certainly do this with movable letters, or even probably drawing them if you don't want to use the app. I really like the app. I think an app shines in this case because it can keep up with a child a lot longer than an adult can usually. The app teaches both uppercase and lowercase, so you can do that. And so in addition to doing this app, so this app is going to teach them letter sounds. In addition to doing this, as I said in my previous video, I teach letter names and then I teach letter sounds. And I didn't have any problem in teaching them how to read and doing this. But to reinforce the idea that the letter name, the relationship between the letter name and the letter sound, I would also sing to them the Wheels on the Bus song, except I would go like this. The A's on the bus go ah, 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 just like apple, and then I would do the whole alphabet like that. So that's a real nice activity. So your child may or may not know all letters at the end of this at 23 months. You certainly give it some time. One of the nice things about doing these lessons at such an early age is that you have lots of time. Don't ever feel pressured that your child needs to be doing this. And if they don't like this and they'd rather kick a soccer ball, please kick the soccer ball. So don't feel pressured that they need to know all these, but this is an activity that can nurture it. So the other app I recommend is called Starfall Academy, and that's a real popular one, and it's great. It has a subscription, but I think it's well worth it. So the next video is going to be actually about Toddler Milestone 6, and that one's called Decision Making, and in that one we're going to be talking about picking the right letter for a word, and that's actually going to be the first of some of my most important videos, I think, that help string the child along to be reading. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please check out my Observant Mom page. I'll have a blog post with all this information laid out in a nice way. And check out my book, Misbehavior is Growth, An Observant Parent's Guide to the Toddler Years. Has this reading program in it and a lot more. Thanks for watching.